Drew has gotten a lot of women to hate men, but she has a fucking man. You're following somebody who hates.
You goddamn fucking right. So many things to say, so many thoughts coming at me. You know what I mean? First, I'll start with this. My favorite part of these videos is that every single dude who has said this exact fucking stupid bitch argument is ripping it off from another dude they saw. Like, you guys don't even change the verbiage. The way y'all are desperate to go viral but can't do it without riding my fucking dick is crazy. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out I don't want to be right all the time, but you make it so easy. Anyways, I digress. I've already talked about before how the fact that they're giving me credit for why women fucking hate men is hilarious considering it's 2024, bitch. And men are truly the genesis of all evil, and that is not hyperbole. Everything awful you can fucking think of in this world, from something as simple as traffic to capitalism to fucking war, can all be traced back to a man. Clock that shit, bitch. That's one. Two, women already hate you. I don't know if that's like a shock to hear, but they've been hating you for a long fucking time. In fact, I don't think they hate you enough. If we're being real, if me teaching them to hate you is actually happening, why are so many awful men still in relationships? Because my work's not done, bitch. I'm not encouraging them to be mean. I'm saying be meaner. I've never encouraged women to die alone. What I've actually said is you should prefer to die alone rather than be with a mediocre bitch ass dude. That fuck I've said. And again, the only people being used to build my platform are men who do this shit. I'm playing you like a goddamn fiddle, bitch. And what's ironic is I've said that, but y'all don't listen to women. And it's above me at that point. And last, the part about my man, let's do some hypotheticals, all right? Walk with me, bitch. If I hate men because 99% of them are fucking awful, and I'm with one right now, and I say this shit I do, what does that tell you? Go on. You're right there. He's better than you. You're right. He's better than you in every conceivable fucking way. That's why he gets the privilege of being with me, bitch. Want to know why people follow me and people want to buy my book? Which, by the way, clock that shit, ho. Not because they want to learn how to hate men. They want to learn how to love themselves outside the confines of a fucking man. So all the women and other people who love me and support me and find courage and strength in my fucking content, I'm not teaching them how to fucking hate men. I'm waking them the fuck up, bitch. The true tea of this fucking stupid ass argument is that nothing about my platform or me as a person centers or prioritizes men in any way, shape, or form. And that's what they really fucking hate. My platform is the one table they don't have a fucking seat at, let alone a say. You feel me? So to all the men who hate me, if you hear nothing else, hear this shit, bitch. You don't have a seat at my fucking table. And if you don't have a seat, don't worry about what's being fucking served, bitch. That's what the fuck I talk about in this book, which y'all can pre-order right now. It comes out July 30th. I know men are gonna hate that shit too. Oh well. Add it to my tab. Anyways, that's it. Love you. Bye.
But how do you say she made women hate men? Men do that by themselves. They don't need the help of Drew. Women feel what they've always felt about men. And whether she said anything or whether she didn't say anything, the fact would have still remained. Because you make her job way easier. Having a man does not mean that men cannot be left if you start acting out of character. It also means that this man has some sort of character to be with her, like she said. Because why would you be with a man who downgrades women? If I were to be with a man, that man needs to make it very easy for me to love him, to give him kids, to be around me. He needs to be a better man. And he needs to understand that implication of decentering men. I don't center him as my world. I'll never center a man in my world. In marriage, in relationship, in any of it, you'll never be centered. And that is just me. Like I said, I'm very committed to myself. I love myself. I've been through the worst. And I've always consistently managed to bring myself to the top.
What they don't tell you about when you start decentering men in your life is that you'll stop being able to relate to so many people and so many different types of conversation. When I was constantly dating and constantly having crushes, I was able to relate to so many of my friends. I was able to relate to this larger cultural zeitgeist of like single woman culture. Now that I've stopped dating and I've stopped centering men in my life, I really have very, very few, almost no people to relate to, because people aren't posting about decentering men as much as they are about being single and wanting to date. So it makes the process of decentering men and decentering pursuing dating a little bit more lonely and isolated. And it's just interesting.
It's not even about dating. It's about you fully going to yourself. And you should not need a side validation to confirm that. You should be in yourself, inward, decentering from your own internalized misogyny, from your own beliefs about men, from your own prejudice about yourself and how yourself have allowed space for men to come and shit on you. Like, your understanding of why you've been pursuing men, you also understanding that there'll be men coming at you and having to be mentally prepared for that as well. That men are going to come at you, men are going to be angry at you for being you, for being unique, for being a woman who just decides that I'm not going to center a man. With or without a man, I'm happy. It needs to get to that point. If it doesn't get to that point, then what are we doing? What are we doing? Because you end up going back to that cycle of friends. You end up, if it becomes so lonely to a point that you feel like, you know what, I wish I never did this. I just want to go back to my ordinary life, be surrounded by the people that I love and the people that makes me happy. I just want to be that girl that just, was ignorant. It was much better then because I had friends. If you are an extrovert, it's very difficult. It is very difficult. If you're very social, it is very difficult. You have to learn to go inward. And most extrovert people do not like to go inward. They do not like to go inward. They would rather blame other people, like men. Men do not take accountability for anything. They would rather blame other people, women more specifically, for their downfalls. They would rather blame them that had she not did this, then I wouldn't have been in this position. Had she not, become this woman, then I would have had. And sometimes, it's not even about you. It's not even about you. It's about him, and having someone to lynch on. It's not even about you. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like you enough to commit to you. He doesn't like you enough to move mountains for you. He should, if he likes you that much. Okay? So it's very interesting when you think about men saying that Drew is making women hate men. I mean, being cautious, women, be cautious, because men are weird. Like, they are really weird.